Hey folks, Gary here. Hey, happy day after Boxing Day to you. I don't know what that day is, but have a good one anyways, regardless. Hey, today we're looking at Genesis 26, verses 6 to 9. And the backstory to this little section of scripture is that there's a famine in the land. So that would happen every now and then. It would happen to Abraham, and he'd have to move his herds and his men. And it's happening to Isaac right now. And God says to Isaac, he says, don't go to Egypt. Instead, go to the land that I have promised to you and to your descendants, that you would be a blessing to the world, to all, the whole world, to all nations. Now, here's something about this. God is making a promise to Isaac that things are going to go really super well for him. But he says, I want you to go to the land that I've promised you. So what does Isaac do? Well, he obeys God. Let's pick it up in verse 6. It says this. Isaac moved to Gerar with his beautiful wife, Rebekah. He was afraid that someone might kill him to get to her, and so he told everyone that Rebekah was his sister. After Isaac had been there for a long time, King Abimelech looked out his window and saw Isaac hugging and kissing Rebekah. Well, I shouldn't be doing that in public, but anyways, that's what he was doing, hugging and kissing Rebekah. Abimelech called him in and said, Rebekah must be your wife. Why did you say she was your sister? Because I was afraid someone would kill me, Isaac answered. Now, this worked out pretty good for Isaac and Rebekah in the end. But that doesn't dismiss the fact that Isaac was lying. Isaac was trying to cover himself, protect himself by lying about his wife. Here's the thing. When famine comes into your land, when hard times come into your land, when you get fearful, often that's a test of our character. Will we pass that character or not? When the pressure is on, will you actually do what is the right thing, what God's called you to do, or will you resort to self-preservation and you'll do something that you shouldn't do? You know you shouldn't, but you do it anyways because you think you're going to protect yourself. We don't have to do that. We can trust that God would take care of us and God will cover us when the hard times come. When the hard times come, we don't have to lose our integrity because we know that Jesus has us covered. And Jesus has made a promise over our life, and that promise isn't going to just disappear because there's hard times. Now, like I said, it works out pretty good for Isaac and Rebekah. Why? Because God's promise is God's promise. He promised to make descendants for Abraham. So even for Abraham's sake, Isaac is covered, and he should have trusted in that because, well, he's going to see God's favor anyways. And that's what I'm getting at. He should have trusted that God was going to take care of him. And that's the message I want to give to you today. Trust that God's going to cover you. He's going to take care of you. He's going to protect you.